So I'm somewhat of a cheap SOB, and if there's any sort of more cost-effective alternative, I'll usually choose that. So maybe like 6 months ago, I started making my own pre-workout. I looked at a couple different brands and would look at their ingredients list, and then would just try to piece together what I thought were the 4 main ingredients. So when I take a pre-workout, I want energy, I want focus, I want a pump, and I want endurance. And so first ingredient, we have caffeine. And so I chose to get caffeine in pill form because I figured powder would be a little bit harder to weigh out because it's in milligrams. So these caffeine little capsules are 100 milligrams per capsule. So usually depending on my energy level, I'll take either 1 or 2. I also really like the idea of making my own pre-workout because I want to control the dosage of what's in everything. So if I want more energy, I can have that. If it's later at night and I'm training, I don't have to put in caffeine. So I got everything from a website called Powder City, which is just bulk supplements that are discounted. So these caffeine tablets are about 5 cents a serving. So if you think about like a Monster or a Bang or something like that, that's usually like $2, $2.50 or so for around like 200 milligrams of caffeine to 300. So I figured this was a little bit more cost effective. Next ingredient is going to be L-citrulline. This basically is what's called a vasodilator. So it's kind of a weird feeling. You get a really good pump from it. This has been probably my favorite ingredient that I've found the past couple years that I've been taking pre-workout, just because of how effective it is. It's basically gonna make your veins stand out. You're gonna feel really full and kind of like a full body. You know what, never mind. So typically with citrulline, I take around 8 grams. And for an 8-gram serving, that's going to be about 27 cents. Next ingredient, I would say in order of importance, is going to be creatine monohydrate. This is probably the most researched supplement out there. A lot of people have a little bit of misconception about it, but creatine is going to be found in like red meat and stuff like that. And basically, it just adds a little bit more volume to your muscles because they hold a little bit more water. And I believe muscles are about 70% water, so there's kind of a misconception that creatine is going to make you bloat and hold water, but this is going to be under the skin and in the muscle. So it's not going to make you like get a big gut or anything like that, or like just get all watery. I would say around 5 grams is going to be a typical serving, and that's okay to take every day, regardless of whether you train or not. So for a 5-gram serving, that's going to be about 8 cents, which is really one of the cheapest supplements out there. And this is just going to add a little bit more oomph, I would say, to your workouts. Like you might be able to push a little bit harder because you have that added water volume. The last ingredient would be beta-alanine. Beta-alanine is what's going to give you that little tingly feeling. It's going to make you be able to just keep going a little bit further because it just kind of helps your muscles get a little bit more endurance to them. Some people don't really like this feeling just because your face kind of gets flushed, but honestly, I like it just because I feel like if I get a little bit more tingly, like I'm a little bit less sore as I'm working out. So I usually take also about 5 grams of this. And for that kind of serving, that's going to be about 15 cents. So all in all, that's going to be about like 56, 57 cents per serving, which is crazy to think about because most pre-workouts are at least like $1, $2 per serving. So it might be a little bit more of an investment at the beginning just because you have to buy everything all together. However, this stuff is going to last you a long, long time. You can kind of just tinker around with the different amounts to figure out what works for you. But that's usually the ratio that I do it. And as always, you might wonder, like, that's probably got to taste disgusting. And you're right. So the solution to this is going to be, I usually put a spoonful or 2 of stevia just to sweeten it up. And I usually get some sort of like flavoring, whether that be Mio or in this case, this is the Kroger alternative. And so that basically, I can change around the flavor whenever I feel like, just to keep it interesting. I feel like I'm putting in just pure ingredients, if that makes sense. No sweeteners, no colors, no filler, anything like that, except for what's in this flavoring. So yes, if I can just figure out how to make this carbonated, that would be the GOAT. So hopefully this helps out some. This is always nice because there's also no proprietary blend or anything like that too. So enjoy making your own pre-workout, being self-sufficient, and saving some money. You can tell a lot about someone by whether they put their milk or their cereal in first. We do the cereal first, so that way we can get the most cereal. And tricks of the trade, make the milk the protein shake. That way, The protein shake is easier to drink, and also that way you actually want to drink the milk at the end. I feel like I'm the only person that doesn't like cereal milk though. Am I weird for that? It is 3 o'clock and this is meal 1. Had some clients this morning, and when I wake up, I usually wake up at the last possible second. I actually get out of bed at the last possible second, so that way I can just have warmth a little bit longer. So I didn't have enough time to bring food, and then when I got back from that before class, I've just been meal prepping. So kind of an accidental like intermittent fasting, but oh well. Let me show you what I've been making though. Okay, cooking up dope in the crock pot. We got homemade ramen. It smells really good, and I'm hoping it'll taste just as good. And if it is, I'll share the recipe. If it's not, I'll tweak it and try to make it better and share the recipe too. Also got this little tzatziki bowl thing. That's cabbage. And probably gonna put that over top of lettuce with hummus and then tzatziki sauce. I got this kind at Costco. I'm not really sure what it is though, but I hear it's good. Look at all this color. So we got chicken, which is kind of on the bottom. Got a big thing of lettuce on the bottom. We got purple cabbage. We got rice. I put some red pepper hummus on, some feta, some tzatziki sauce, and then shredded some cucumber on top. Very intricate. Pretty far cry from the chicken and broccoli I used to eat, so kind of excited to eat this. Hopefully it'll be pretty good. I'll show you the other stuff too that I made. Look, meal prep can be fun, people. Let me repeat this. Meal prep can be fun. The only thing you have to do is just learn how to flavor things and maybe put a little bit more love into it. Because it's easy just to make some chicken, some broccoli, some rice, etc., etc. But like, is that really what you want to eat? So this kind of stuff maybe took me like an hour or two to make for the week, but it's a lot more fun to eat. And I feel like it'll just like, longevity-wise, you'll probably enjoy it a lot more. I haven't been that low in a long, long time, so gotta get to eating back up again. See, this is always the struggle, because I feel like when I eat a lot, I just get like really, really bloated. But then when I don't eat, I'm like, oh, the scale's gone down again. Struggle of having a fast metabolism. But anyway, here is where we're at. I feel like I'm a little bit softer than I have been recently, and that's just been from, I don't know, not really having the best workout. That new ape gear though, whoo, fits right in all the right places, baby. I like this shirt. Check out this little bottom part here. It's got like a little like fish tail. It's just the little things, the attention to detail that I like about this. Cool colors and stuff too, even though this is just black and white. But I'm excited to see the rest. What do you think, buddy? You like it? I don't know what it is about pets that I feel like you just naturally have to speak to them in like a high-pitched voice. Like I always say like, hi, buddy. Although he's always so mean to me. He always runs away. Stop. Love me. So much for Valentine's Day. Best ice cream in the world. Gelati Celeste. You can take your Sweet Frog and your Briars and all your other crap and just shove them, because nothing compares to this place. They have the coolest flavors, and they always just like overload on toppings. So like cookie dough, the chunks are like that big. So I picked up 2 pints, one of cookie dough and then one of an original. They always have like seasonal rotations of flavors. So this one is called Don't Ask. And basically that is chocolate ice cream with golden Oreos and peanut butter. I mean, perfect munchy food. So it's Valentine's Day. Any holiday as an excuse to just eat like a pig is a win in my book. So I don't even want to know the macros on these bad boys, because anything this good probably cannot be remotely healthy for you. So just gonna enjoy it and make it just today. Lifting with my friend KJ today. He is a really good photographer who has really cool concepts, so we'll try to think of a cool edit, or make something at least. So we'll see what we can do. It'll always be nice to have 2 cameras too. He came prepared. I have 3 batteries, but I keep forgetting to charge them, so I brought my plug just in case.
Fucked and drank all night, acted all alright, had no need to fight tonight.